नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanandam. This is Manitya Atma Priyananda Swami, and I am an initiated disciple of His Holiness Avatar Incarnation of this century, Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji. In this video, I would like to share a few words about what is guilt. The guilt is the original sin which we have to understand. When you have desires, obviously you have guilt as well. Guilt is the opposite face of desire. Sometimes you feel guilty about desiring something because you feel it is not right to desire it. Other times you feel guilty when your desires are fulfilled because you feel you are not deserving of what you receive. When your desires do not come true, you feel guilty because you feel you have not done what you ought to have done. Desires invariably they lead to guilty feeling. So guilt is nothing but your past decisions and actions being reviewed with your updated intelligence. So let us understand deeper into what is guilt. For example, when you are in school, when you are doing your schooling, you might have said a few mean things to one of your friends that he doesn't like it and which caused a break in your relationship. And now after many years later, with the intelligence that you have, is it right to review that same incident and feel guilty? No. You need not feel guilty because with that intelligence you were actually behaving the way. But at that time you had only that much of intelligence, so you behaved in that same fashion. Now you have an updated intelligence as you grow up. It doesn't make sense when you have a non-updated intelligence in your childhood and when your intelligence is updated. So our past is always past and it is always dead. That is why it is called as past. Yet we always let the past affect us. And how do we allow the past to affect us? In two ways. If you review your past incidents or decisions, we create, that is mean if you review it with your present intelligence, you will create guilt in your being. If you take the present decisions based on your past experiences, you will be repeating the same past into the future also, and maybe in a little updated fashion. Even though you might not commit exactly the same mistake, you will be moving the same experiential level in the same level. So in this guilt, a mind falls into a groove, a track, a mindset that forces it to do what it has always done. So let us understand there are three kinds of guilt. Guilt which is created by our immediate family members, guilt created by our social laws, and guilt created by our own self. So guilt created by immediate family. So before the age of 7, let us say, the guilt is created by our immediate own family members. If you don't do according to your parents' wishes, then they will install the guilt inside of you. You can just remember your incidents about how the guilt was installed in you in your young age. They tell you that God will not approve of what you are doing. God will not be okay with what you are doing. Poor God, He has to support whatever anyone says of Him. So that is the truth. Or your parents tell that you should respect their wishes as parents. Immediately what happens? All of us feel guilty. So you in turn pass on to your child like a crown, it is passed over to the generations. Because you don't have the knowledge to explain why things have to be done in a certain way, you change it to a rule and impose it on the child and create guilt throughout the life. For example, children who love whirling, they love moving and whirling around. It is natural way for them to center their energy, but when we parents, when we see them, we just stop them and we say, why do you have to do like this? We stop and put the fear inside of them and tell him that he might fall, he might have a fall, he might hurt himself. So the child may not want to go outside or just play in the sun or just whirling around because we said that he might fall or he might fall sick. So the no by the very own mother, it actually has a deep impact on the child's mental setup. So we have to very clearly understand this. It creates a guilt pattern, and now the child may force itself either to react, either to respond, or to create some sort of incompletion within itself. So this is one kind of guilt. Guilt which is created by immediate family members. So the next is the guilt which is created by our own self, and let us deeply analyze. So now as we are done with the guilt created by immediate family members, now let us move on to the next guilt. So we create our own guilt by our own self. So guilt and happiness. Why can't we enjoy and encourage the natural joy and happiness the child lives in? If you look at a little deeper level, you can see that happiness itself has become associated with guilt. A small child who knows nothing about guilt, he is just wild and natural. This is why seeing a small child can be so captivating. He is totally in whatever he wants to do. He has not been introduced to the mask of the civilization, and that is why he is full of energy. The child wants to enjoy everything, but the parents are filled with societal conditionings, with guilt, with seriousness, with hypocrisy, and the child wants to shout and jump and enjoy the life, but adults stop him, say, don't shout, stop, don't do this. So by and by the notion of being free and happy is itself associated with the feeling of guilt. If I am just free and happy, then I have to feel guilty. So guilt which is created by society, from 7 to 14, society very badly creates a guilt in you through its rules. The guilt based on fear is created by social laws. So very clearly we should be understanding the concept of guilt. What is guilt? So in this video I would like to share with you more insights on guilt, how we create guilt, because it is said it is the greatest sin, that guilt will punish you. So let me embark more on this truth in my next video. So I invite all the viewers who are watching this video to comment, to just post your comments, your doubts, your questions as a comment under this video. And I would also like to invite you all to a very beautiful 2-day spiritual retreat, Nitya Dhyana Yoga, conducted by His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji in Bengaluru Adinam Adi Kailayam. So this program is just embarks on the 7 chakras of our body, 7 energy centers, and each energy center is associated with an emotion, and you will be given the power to manifest and scan and heal each and every energy center. Not only your energy centers, but also energy centers of whoever you just meet in your life. So this Shakti, this power is actually given to you as a Diksha after initiation from the Master himself. And if you would like to register yourself for this program, I would like to have you comment under this video with your phone number and your name and your details. And I would also like to invite you all to Kalpataru Yoga, a 1-day program happening every Sunday in Bengaluru Adinam Nityananda Peedam, a free one-day program in which you will be given the power of consciousness over matter to move any hard object in front of you. So with this, I am ending this video and I am inviting you all to call 08027279999 and post your comments and queries and questions as a comment under this video. So with this, I welcome you all to the upcoming programs conducted by His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji. Thank you. Nityananda.